had a day to relax and think about yesterday's WWE 2k15 roster reveal. Overall, I'm not super excited about this game like I was years prior. Renee Young brought out Roman Reigns, Cesaro, Sheamus, John Cena, Hulk Hogan, and Sting with the host Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold said it was an honor to be out there with the panel because it's filled with legends and big stars that are carrying the WWE now, which is rightfully so. He then says he knows how passionate the WWE Universe is about their video games. Stone Cold starts asking questions to the panel about what their involvement in the game is, starting with Cesaro. Cesaro is in charge of the marketing for the game in his country, Europe. He said he also did motion capture for his moves in the game. When they get to Sheamus, he was talking about how they were watching a demo in the back of Goldust's entrance. In my mind at this point, I'm thinking, okay, they're gonna show us some gameplay footage today, which is why I pretty much stayed on the entire reveal. John Cena sounds like a talking billboard or a radio commercial. He got to me kind of because at this point he had a moment in the show where he was talking about how people like him, some people are sick of him, but he's real. That's what he said. I'm real. I'm so real.
You guys watch me, and whether you're wearing the t-shirt or wearing a homemade t-shirt, the reason you have that polarizing feeling is because you know me. And I've been honest with all you guys for 10 years now. So when I come down the chute, you know me. You know that I'm gonna fight for you. And you know that you want whoever's in the ring across from me to whip my ass because you're sick of seeing me. But you know that it's me. You know it's me. And I think you're right, Steve, when you can be as authentic, when you know it's me, there's nothing see-through about that.
And that's what makes for a great WWE experience.
This question is for all of you. Do you ever let the fans get to you? And how do you deal with that? Really?
I think John Cena ought to start off without him because
every day.
That's why I have
every day.
I know it's like, God damn it.
That's why I got so much respect for you.
God
you get
damn
the good with the bad, but without a doubt, it's respect.
Yeah, well,
do the people ever get to
we
you?
talked about it earlier. You guys enjoy all this, and you're supposed to. You're not supposed to feel a certain way. You come into these buildings to say what you want and enjoy us for us. So if you enjoy me or if you don't, that's what we do. We're here for you guys.
What about you, Hulkster?
So no, they never get on my case. It's all good.
He just doesn't sound real to me. He sounds corporate, sounds robotic. I can't imagine how it would sound like if he was with Nikki Bella and she was like, let's go get something to eat. And he's all robotic and corporate, like, okay, would you like some McDonald's or would you like to go to Burger King? How would you like your food today? Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Anyways, they're talking about how they feel about the realism in the game, being on the cover of the game, signing autographs for the collector's edition of the game from Hulk Hogan, being a part of the WWE finally by Sting. 20 minutes later, you see the first stage of the wrestlers in the game. There are 3 stages of the reveal of the roster. They show about 20 wrestlers, and at this point, they reveal that CM Punk will be in the game. They then ask the panel who will win Brock Lesnar versus John Cena match. 20 minutes later, we see more wrestlers. They showed 15 wrestlers, with 2 different variations of Hulk Hogan. If you buy the Hulkamanian edition of WWE 2k15, you get the NWO version of Hulk Hogan. They start asking questions about who would you face that you've never faced before to fill up time. 15 minutes later, we get more wrestlers. There was a Stone Cold botch. When Justin Gabriel was revealed, Stone Cold asked Renee if that was Fandango since they had already revealed Fandango earlier. He then says, oh, that's Justin Gabriel. He looks like Fandango. I guess they do look alike. They show about 17 more wrestlers. After that, they ask more questions to the panel. They let the WWE Universe have their time to ask questions to the panel, and that pretty much was it. Sting, out of majority of the panel, was plugging the fucking crap out of the WWE Network for $9.99 a month. Like, man, I'm so sick of the WWE Network.
But I do have a big wrestling history for $9.99. You can get it. So, yeah, $9.99. You can see it all, man. Every bit of it, even the parts I don't.
Oh my God, I love you, Sting, but why? Fuck, man.
Oh, you want?
I hate the
Yes, I
fucking
do.
plug.
Yeah.
I have the network. Stop it.
You're gonna get all cryptic on me?
I've heard so many incredible things about Shawn Michaels, and I've seen some of his work. YouTube, you can see some of the matches. Oh, I take that back. For $9.99, you can see those matches.
We've got WWE Network for $9.99.
I would say Sami Zayn, because that can be seen on the network. NXT, $9.99.
According to 2K, it's Punk, which you can play our rivalry on 2K15. But I don't know, maybe Punk, maybe Edge, maybe Randy. All of these moments you can relive on the WWE Network for only $9.99.
Oh, come on.
You still have time to buy the WWE Network to catch SummerSlam.
How much is it? $9.99.
$9.99 SummerSlam, 24 hours away. But thank you guys so much for joining us.
At least the plugging. I have the network myself, so I would appreciate if I didn't have to go through watching all my shows, Raw, SmackDown, the pay-per-views, getting plugged in the ass about the WWE Network. I'm so sick of it. My 6-month commitment is about to be up after SummerSlam, so if things aren't the way they should be, I might just be like, fuck it, I'm out, I'll unsubscribe, I'll find other ways to watch the the pay-per-views and all the other stuff, like Google, YouTube. We got majority of the roster in the game, well over 40 wrestlers. There were more wrestlers in the game that was not revealed in the show, but even then there were still a few people missing from the roster, like Rusev, Heath Slater, and Paige. She was just a Divas champion. How is she not in the game? Still no NXT characters like Sami Zayn, Bo Dallas, or Kevin Steen. I can understand them not having Kevin Steen in the game, so because he was just announced last week, they're not gonna rush programming him in there. They'll probably end up being DLC, which you'll have to pay for, either by buying them separately or a season pass. Or you can just download them from the community that creates really good wrestlers online. If you haven't checked that out yet, go onto the community on the network and download some wrestlers. You'll be pleasantly surprised. These are high quality creations from the community. I'm very proud of that. Even though I don't create the wrestlers, the people that do a hell of a job. Sometimes they do better than the development team when they upload them to the servers for you to download. At the end, it was a boring reveal. There was no presence from the 2K development team like there was in the past to talk about the game. What we got was a panel talking about their histories and their futures, pretty much filling up an hour and a half reveal, which should have only been 45 minutes at best. What upset me the most is that we got no gameplay, no trailers, no teasers, nothing. They didn't even show us the pictures they showed us on Twitter of the renders of John Cena and Randy Orton. What made me even more upset was that they said that there's a demo in the back. Why couldn't they show us the demo? That kind of has me worried. The game comes out in a little bit over 2 months. And if I knew that it was going to be this boring, I would have just waited for an article from IGN or, whoever, Bleach Report, of the list of wrestlers that's coming out. That's just my opinion though. What do you think? Did you like the reveal show? If you did or you didn't, let me know why in the comment section below. Anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, share, all of that good stuff. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.